So we quickly start, not taking much time. Of course, everyone have a delicious food in their tummy, so it's affecting your brain also. So we wanted to apply AI that what kind of response we are getting from the audience. So just to give you a little brief about the AI, because everyone IT leader are there, no need to require to share a definition. I just wanted to share a small example of AI because every day there are multiple things we are using, and somewhere around behind the wall AI is associated. Let's say example, when we are traveling, we used to search a destination on our Google Map. What Google usually are doing, they are just running a AI algorithm based on the shortest route, less traffic, all these things they calculate and then they give you a multiple option. This is very basic AI terminology, which usually might be we have not observed. So such kind of AI tools are surrounding us. We are using since long. We are trusting them also. But when we are coming in our healthcare and when being a technical enabler, when we proposed AI to the management or a clinician, they always have a question about their ethical result, their accuracy, their stability, so on and so forth. So, considering this, we have two big giant panelists with us. So, I would like to ask them about their thought process. That one basic about the AI. Second, what are the use case which is available in their experience, in their domain, in their organization also, which can give you more insight related to a case study and success story of the AI. So, I would like to ask first, Dr. Please give an insight about the AI and the success use cases.
uh, Recently, last 2 or 3 years, you must have heard about AI. But AI is already been placed in healthcare. In 1988, the professor Ted Shortley, he is uh, he was the professor in Stanford University in biomedical informatics. He's you can say son-in-law of India because he got married a Indian origin, and his wife is from Fiji, but she's a Indian origin. He used to come to India many times also. At that time, his PhD thesis is MyShe, medical expert system. It is called MyShe. That day, it has got a lot of revolution in the healthcare. That is the doctor may be replaced by this expert system, but why it has not pick up till date? There is a lot of reasons are there. At that time, we do not have any digitization, proper digitizations, proper standards. It was not there. Right now, everything is in place. We have storage because healthcare needs a lot of storage. Why it takes a lot of storage? Because we have a lot of images which has to be processed for machine learning purpose. That's why it takes a lot of space. Second thing is that like clinical information. Clinical information, it has also a lot of standards is required, lot of codes are required, which at that time it was not there. If you want to create a standard medical record, EMR, you need 4 different type of standards. One is clinical codes, that is SNOMED City. For disease code, ICD. For lab codes, LOING. For image standard, it is DICOM. Besides that, there is a lot of other codes are also there. When these codes are there, standards, it has been there, you can build up a one model, AI model to predict. Many diseases, if you can predict early, you can treat and you can, the patient will be cured more than 99%. When the things are got delay, means things of chances are to recovering is almost less. That's why in cancer, early detection is one of the best things to prevent the cancer. Right now, people are using many models. Next round, I can explain about what are the models we have released for the early prediction of the cancer. Second part is that right now people has come up with precision care. What do you mean by precision cares? There is 5P is there. One is the predictive, preventive, populations. So in this way, there are 5Ps are there. These 5Ps is one of the things is that it is uh, it is the things which is been predictive. How we can predict it? AI has the capacity. AI has the uh, capacity to predict any disease early. That's why the earlier the speaker who has spoken to you, Gen AI, Open AI, large language model, all these things it is in place to predictions. Thank you.
As Susilji has mentioned that there are multiple layer protocol process of AI. So Praveenji, what is your thought process about the AI?
Good afternoon, everyone. Let us get straight into this subject because I think probably it's a sleepy session for everyone, including myself. So, there are multiple ways to look at AI. Yeah, it's very early for us to probably even discuss about it in detail. But still, there are a couple of things probably I would like to discuss here. One is AI, and the other one is responsive or responsible AI. So, what is a responsible AI? Can anyone help me out just to, you know? Yeah, I want, we can have this as a, you know, reactive discussion probably. Can anyone from the audience say what is a responsible AI?
So far as audience are on AI mode, completely after lunch.
Okay.
All are in autopilot mode.
So, see, for me, this is my kind of looking at things. Probably I may not be right, but a responsible AI is nothing but the real empathy built-in system, right? Empathy in the sense, see, there are a lot of data required to generate a particular artificial intelligence, be it path AI. If you look at path AI, where cancer treatments, we've got enormous data, right? So how do we, manage this data? What are the authenticity that we have to process this entire data? Because end of the day, this is patient data that we are talking about, right? So there is a privacy attached to it. So how do we deal with that? How do we feed a particular AI where probably they can come up with such kind of a security aspect towards it, or probably a privacy attached to it? So I would say that is something which probably we all have to look at to properly implement it, because rather there are a lot of discussions that are happening around the world about AI, artificial intelligence, responsible AI, so many nomenclatures that we could find from many articles, right? But how do we implement this? Because within healthcare, probably we should have the entire team involvement towards not just IT. The entire team's participation is required. Entire team's awareness towards this particular subject to be, I think, huge amount of discussion that needs to happen. Uh, there are small bots. Bots are still running, right? A voice to uh, text. All these things are still there, which is in fact an AI, right? Because it's a voice recognition tool. Those are the tools. How they define these kind of tools? Because it's like child, right? You feed them the informations or the data that we have, so that they can identify it, because there are redundancy tasks that are involved in healthcare. Right? There are so many redundant tasks are there. Probably we can automate those. There are delays in discharges. There are various other processes that takes a lot of time for the delay of discharge of a patient, right? So that kind of a journey probably we can automate, right? So these are the use cases that probably I could come up with. Yeah. So these are some of the areas where we can at least start it off, because many cases there are so many other HR. If you look at the HIS vendors that currently available within our healthcare fraternity, many providers not even are incapable of converting the clinical requirement of the doctors. For example, they are the breadwinners, right? So end of the day, it's their decision. It's also impacts business. So we'll have to probably look at those angles and see what best we can derive out of this particular AI. That too responsible AI, I would say. There are many other discussions that probably we can discuss right now and pass on to Kishor.
Yeah, so as so far as it is very insightful in terms of what is the definition or what are the AI, what are the use cases. But AI always come up with the challenging statement, usually with which IT leaders are facing whenever they are going with the respective stakeholders. They always said, "Is your AI will replace my process? Is your AI completely taken care of my requirement? No, it not. It will give you an enhancement." Such kind of information we have to drive, and this is a challenging area. When we talk about the AI always give us a challenge from the user side in terms of at the time of implementation. First, always user said, "I want to replace completely." No, it is not replacement, it is an enhancement. So that is a one challenge. So similarly, I would like to ask to Dr. So is there any, what are the other challenges which usually you have faced while you are implementing AI?
See, AI in healthcare, it is a big challenge because the process of cleaning the data is a big challenge, because all the clinical data are not standard, not complete. Let's take one example I am giving you. One doctor has filled the clinical information and he's saying that he has a pain in the stomach. What do you mean by pain in the stomach? There is a more than 2000 pain in the stomach, and what type of pain it is. So it is not clear. That has to be, when you will cleaning the data, that has to be mentioned that this is the pain, whether it's a nerve pain or whether it's a muscular pains. These sort of things has to be clear. Otherwise, the data, if data is not clean, your prediction will be not accurate. That's one of the disadvantage of in healthcare. See, in other cases, if the model is as per the industry standard, if model is predicting the accuracy rate is 65%, they have started using it and saying that more data will come. The machine learning model, it will learn it and the accuracy will go up. How can do in healthcare? If it is 80%, can you depend on him? No. Even 99% also, you'll say no. It is a tool series for the doctors or healthcare professionals to assist them, not totally depend on that. In one of the events, somebody has told me that ChatGPT has generated my discharge summary, and it is totally accurate. And I have asked, have you validated it? Yes, we have seen it. See, any model when you are developing it, how many data is required, you tell me. Anybody know it? How many data is required? Minimum 5,000 patient records. And he has not validated even 10 to 15 cases. So how we can validate a model which is right, model or not, and what is the accuracy levels? We do not have any agency, transparency agency, who can evaluate our model. Just self-declaration model and self-declaration your predictions percentage. That is the things till date in the industry. That is wrong, first of all. Second part is that when the data is collecting it should not be biased. What it happens? In one project, it was in the MIT USA, they are predicting the early miscarriage of the American pregnant lady. They have collected the data and they have predicted it and they have got some information, but that was not accurate because the data was biased. Biased in the sense they have collected data from the white people, not the black people. And black people percentage in US is around 35% of their populations. So this is the thing, automatically the biasness it has come up. When you will meet a people, if you see he's talking very well, then you are more attractive to him, which it is a bias. When somebody is more learned, you want to meet him, not to the other people. That is also bias. Some of the biasness already inside our system. It is already accepted it. But when you are making a model, this bias has to be removed. So that's why we need some agency who can look into it and he can prescribe it, whether it is a biased system or not biased system. Thank you.
Also, I would look at some of the steps that probably we can take. For example, we don't have authenticated, or probably we can say a lack of data which is refined. We don't have such kind of a data that we are looking at, or probably we can say the continuity of data, because if you look at any of the HIS cases, most of the modules would be rather auxiliary modules, or probably administrative modules. Most of the cases, EMR, most of the physicians or consultants, I don't think they are much of a tech savvy guys, right? So, and also there are a lot of business angle towards it, because probably they'll come back and say, I'm taking 10 minutes just to type the entire thing out. By the time probably I'm losing a couple of patients. So there are a lot of such cases are also we have encountered it. So either the main focus towards such kind of AI or responsible AI would be to understand, go through the use cases, wherever possible, automate those steps, or maybe automate the process, and then completely discuss with the legal audit and the entity team, where we can sit and evaluate how beneficial this would be for the entire department. And also the awareness towards this particular thing is a utmost important thing to look at. So small steps, but I think probably we are there. Of course, in hospital it will be pretty difficult situations, but again, um, there are cases where you can automate the entire processes so that you can avoid the redundancy, and you can probably use a lot of time. And maybe, for example, if the chronic disease like cancer, there are we can personalize the AIs so that we can have a better treatment plan at least. For example, multiple data can be fed into AI, and then that can be digitalized, and then they can probably go through the entire reports and see where exactly the problem, and probably suggest certain remedies that we can probably apply, right? So these are cases we in I think Aster probably we would have tried couple of things, but again, whether it is FDA approved or whether it is legally approved, those use cases we have not taken care, because these are all very straightforward scenarios. For example, patient comes to a doctor, in any language he speaks, what is his problem, what is his history, what is his chief complaints, everything gets automatically converted into EMR. That's what we are doing currently. That means any patient in any language comes, talks to the doctor, probably we'll have to keep a speaker towards the laptop and then hear out all the informations. The AI will capture the valid pain points of the patient and then convert those into EMR. That's what we are doing currently. So far, it is fine, but again, we'll have to probably vet it with the audit team, legal team, and see how responsible these is being built in. That's all I think. I think time's up.
So, yes, due to time permission, we have to conclude the session. So, I just give you a few more insight about the AI, and then I'll ask my both the panelists about their review also. Like under the Geetanjali group, we have one division for a research department, wherein, as Praveen rightly said, empathetic and ethical data is most important. When we apply AI, when we apply the digital tool on our patient data, on our researcher data, and when we get a result out of that, if that result are ethical and we connect the empathy with their data, we can take a right decision. We can give our white paper to our medicine partner for that their right benefit to right changes. So there are multiple use cases and futuristic AI is also there. I just wanted to share also one more article which Sundar Pichai ji has launched, released before a few days ago, that AI is nowadays playing a vital role in defense area also. So if on that level AI is performing, that of course definitely with the right technology, with the right platform, we can implement AI for that right result also. So I would like to ask a few summarized point from you on the AI topic.
I hope everybody you study the newspaper. Major newspapers recently it has come up the one of the product which has been released for the all the public and private hospital can use it. That is the early prediction of breast cancer and ovarian cancer. ioncology.ai. You can write it, you will get it. Okay. So anyone they can, and for this you need a subscription, and the subscription is free. So this is the first model in the country. It has been launched, and it is tested in Indian data. And the prediction level, early prediction level of breast cancer and ovarian cancer, it is about to be 92%. So this is the one of the best product what we have got it. Another one is that we have another model we have developed that the people, those who are coming to the Delhi, somebody has died due to the accident and all other things. So that body is decomposed methods. Okay. And that decomposed body is very difficult to recognize it. So we keep the DNA in our bank. And some known to him has come and he has asked that why somebody was here but I don't know he is died or something. I want to take a test. So we do the DNA test and we match through the AI tools. It is about to be 98% accuracy rate is there. So these two tools, what I am saying, is one of the best tools available. Another tools it is coming very soon. That is the for breast cancer. We have to use you have to do the test of mammography, and mammography is not available anywhere.